Hi everyone, Shani Ferguson, just outside Jerusalem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make these videos every day because we do have a lot going on, but I'm going to try to keep you as updated as possible and give you, cover different topics on different days because there's just a lot going on. Today I will probably cover media, and media is important because it is essentially the way that Israel communicates with the world, and usually Israel is on the negative side of the media, and let me explain a little bit why. In Israeli culture and in Jewish culture, there is a very strong sanctity for life and honor, and honoring the dead. And so what has happened in past operations and past wars is that when there are attacks, and there's been very bloody attacks, Israel doesn't photograph them and send them to the media because it's dishonoring to the family. They don't want the family and loved ones to be exposed to photos of their loved ones online. On the other side, I'm sure you've come across terrible photos of wounded or dead Palestinians, or funerals, of parading bodies through the streets, mass rage. What you'll find in Jewish funerals is a lot of sorrow, deep mourning. You won't find the rage that you find on the other side, because they use their funerals to stir up anger and hatred, which they develop from a very young age when it comes to Israel. And so what has happened in the past is that people see photos and videos of Palestinians wounded or dead, and they think, oh my goodness, this is terrible, but they never see the Jewish suffering because we don't post it, because it's dishonoring, and we understand that it makes us look like unable to suffer. But this is a choice that Israel has made for many years. What changed in this situation was that the terrorists infiltrated, which at this point they've found 1,500 bodies of terrorists strewn across the south. And those terrorists were the ones who filmed and posted the atrocities that they were doing. So what ended up happening is the world was the terrorists thought that they were doing something amazing because they were shaming the Jewish people. They were showing them as weak. They were showing them bullying little children. They were showing old people in humiliated positions. So to the Arab world and the Muslim world, they look like heroes. But to every other sane human, including in the Muslim and Arab world, who does value life and does think these things are atrocious, it entirely backfired on them. It's the first time that the European Union and a lot of people and a lot of leaders from different countries have seen the atrocities that we've been dealing with for decades. Of course, this was on such a greater level that it just compounded the fact that it showed who we're dealing with. And so today, Israel allowed the foreign media to come in and film a village that was basically entirely wiped out, either murdered or kidnapped. People were in their bomb shelters, and if the terrorists couldn't get in there and kill them, they set fire to their houses and burned them down with them inside. So people were filming when it happened. Of course, photos and videos were sent to among, not the official media, but WhatsApp groups or the loved ones or whatever, to show what was happening, but they weren't shown, and they still aren't being shown by Israeli media because, again, it's dishonoring. And so they did allow the the international media to come in and film the atrocities, and they still said, look, these are homes. This is not, this is private property, and so you can't go into the houses and see the atrocities inside the houses. We still want to respect that, but you can film the outside and see an entire village that was wiped out, among the many that were damaged and destroyed, and that has changed things similar to the way that other events worldwide, when you can show footage of what happened, it just really grips people. And